I'm very, very honored and privileged to be able to host today's session on cultural revitalization through the arts. Arts is a broad definition, but I think it's something that is both very unique to place and people, but also something that can cross borders, share stories, and share identity in a way that it goes beyond language barriers.
My name is Ekaterina Sharova, and I'm an art historian and curator and educator. Born and raised in the north of Russia, in the town of Arkhangelsk.
My name is Jessica Winters. I am 24 years old and I'm Inuk from Makovik, which is on the east coast of northern Canada in Labrador.
Bachigapu Andana. I'm Stanislav from the Khabarovsk territory. It's the eastern part of Russia.
So art and craft for me has been both an avenue for me to keep in touch with my roots and to explore new realms of cultural revitalization.
Arctic Art Institute is the name of the organization. Now it's an organization. In 2014, when we just started, we were just several people. It was very new in the Soviet context, in the post-Soviet context, where people didn't really know what contemporary art is. In 2014, it was not really a topic. We started festivals and we started different events. Basically, the main point is to create an international dialogue, to use culture for creating peaceful communication in the North, and use the creativity, because in the dominated media picture, you don't really see that in Russia you have really vibrant culture, you have fantastic, talented people, and we really would like to share these stories.
I'm an entrepreneur and volunteering for the Association of Indigenous Peoples of the North of the Khabarovsk region. And since my childhood, I've been surrounded by Nanai ornaments and decorations on the fabric and household items. I believe that for cultural revitalization should be done through all possible dimensions, like literature, theater, cinema. However, arts, of course, they're really good for inspiration and capacity building of indigenous.
I love to celebrate our culture with my work, but I also like to confront colonial narratives or ways of thinking. So Nunatsiavut has been colonized since the 1700s, so we have a very complicated relationship and identity, I guess, when it comes to understanding what is Inuk and what is not, or like who you are as an Inuk as a result of our history. I like to start these conversations with my work, which is why I paint Naliuk a lot. So the research I found is that Naliuk actually means heathen, and the reason that Inuit are called Naliuk or heathen, or they were, is because they would not adopt Christianity or celebrate Christmas. So they were viewed as outcasts or backwards, savage. Using my art to revitalize my own culture, my own way of thinking, to decolonize my own self, and maybe try to get others to think about that too.
This is my hometown, and this is me and some actors from the local theater. And here it's at the very center of the town of Arkhangelsk, and you see that even in 2015 it was, you had this large monument of Lenin. It was the last monument of Lenin in USSR. And our strategy, our curatorial and artistic strategy was about our own identity, but to create our own history through culture and arts. And the north of Russia is one of the most exciting, culturally exciting regions in the country. And we are trying to recreate it because, of course, the Soviet period was rather challenging for this place.
You know, it's okay to question yourself and wonder if maybe you're investing your time in the right things and stuff, but just remember that you wherever you find yourself, you deserve to be there if you feel like you don't.
Opportunities are all around you. every second they are around you, and just if you take one project, the next project is coming, you know. And I think there, especially for the Arctic, we are now in a rather privileged situation. There were lots of challenges in the region, but now there are lots of opportunities. I think it's also very important to believe in yourself. Whatever you've been told, whatever context you grew up, it's just super important to just believe in yourself.
I've got a project idea to unite indigenous creative Arctic youngsters via establishing platform for video makers, then to organize online documentary festival which gather the Arctic films about current transformations on environment, somatic and psychosomatic beings. It will attract a broad public attention to adaptive practices among indigenous to climate change. So if you are into it, please contact me. We should use like any opportunity just to connect between each other and start to spread information about ourselves in terms of different political issues, in terms of environment issues. So like we can do this stuff, yeah.